Let's start by making our dough. Grab a bowl and measure in a heaping cup of flour. It doesn't need to be exact. Next up, add about 2 tablespoons of clarified butter or ghee, and about 1 tablespoon each of carom seeds and salt. You are going to form this into a dough, so as you mix and eventually start kneading it, add in a little bit of water as you go. I have a small cup of water handy while I form my dough. Make sure you don't add more than you need though, because we don't want our dough to be sticky or gooey. Once you have a nice ball like this, cover it in a bit of oil and let it rest while we prepare our delicious filling. Grab a cutting board and chop up around half a cup of onion. Next, chop up 1 green chili and some fresh parsley. Add everything to around 500 grams of ground beef. We will also need some fresh ginger. I recommend peeling it with the spoon technique, like I'm doing here, then grating the ginger somewhat finely. I grated up about 1 tablespoon and added it to my beef. I also added about half a tablespoon each of turmeric, garlic, chili powder, cumin, coriander, and salt. Mix this up well. There are so many different fillings that you can make for samosas, but I certainly recommend trying these to add some variety to your iftars this Ramadan. All of the flavors come together so well. I had everyone begging me to make more. Now that the beef is all mixed up, let's fry it over medium heat. Keep stirring and breaking it up until it's all cooked through. Remove from the heat and get ready to build your samosas. Grab your dough from earlier and a knife to break it up with. I cut mine in half, then in half again, then once more, yielding 8 small chunks for 8 samosas. Let's begin with our first one. Roll the dough into a ball and start flattening it out with your fingers. Place it down and roll it out into a thin circle with a rolling pin. Once it's flat like this, get some water mixed with a bit of flour and run it around the edges of your dough. Fill the center with your beef, then fold. I folded the sides towards the center, then folded up the bottom flap. Make sure that you pinch the corners and pat down the creases in the middle to keep it shut. Congratulations, we are just about ready to fry. Repeat with the remaining dough and you'll end up with a beautiful pile of triangles like this. Heat your oil to 375. If you don't have a thermometer on hand, you can drop a piece of your dough in, and if it starts bubbling like this, your oil is ready to fry with. Very carefully lower your samosas in, one by one. With the space and amount of oil I have, I fried mine in 2 batches of 4 so I wouldn't overcrowd it. Let these fry for around 6 minutes or until they are golden brown and super crispy. Lay some paper towel down on a pan to set them onto, then repeat with the remainder of them until they're all beautifully golden like this. Make sure you let them cool off a bit before digging in. Enjoy!